Innovation capital is your ability for others to believe in your ideas and for you to unlock resources to make those ideas happen. Innovation capital is so much more important, not only within our organization, but outside of our organization as well. One of the people that has the best innovation capital, and you would probably agree, is this one guy, Elon Musk. In 2012, July 31, 2012, he responded to somebody and said, "Would love to make a Tesla super truck with crazy torque, dynamic air suspension, and corners like this, like it's on rails. That would be sweet." Not sure if you saw the news yesterday. Elon came out with this truck, the CyberTruck. It's pretty unbelievable. He told the world what he was doing, and then he executed against it. It's pretty unbelievable. The only downside of this whole thing is that anytime anybody comes out with something really new and innovative, the internet just goes on this meme factory. I just saw so many people saying, I wonder where they got the inspiration for the Cybertruck. Was it the wedge? Or was it this thing? I don't know what that is. Or my favorite that I found online, was it Tomb Raider? Anyways, besides this, I think what's interesting about what Elon and Tesla has been able to do, not only from an organizational standpoint, but from a leadership standpoint, is develop this idea of innovation capital. You know, I was working with a company called Cummins. They're an innovative company. Actually, 90% of the companies on the Fortune 500 have like disappeared from the list since 1955. Cummins is still on them. And I was working with Cummins, and they actually produced the first semi-electric truck. They were the first ones to do this in 2017. And a couple months later, they were valued at $25 billion. A couple months later, this company comes out of nowhere and introduces their semi-electric truck. Guess who got all the mentions and all the love, whether it's on the internet and through the market? Well, it was Tesla. Now, Cummins really likes Tesla because they've pushed the narrative when it comes to electric vehicles. They've pushed the narrative, but they don't understand the difference between their market performance. Cummins is actually a very innovative company, has deep partnerships and relationships, yet their market cap is nowhere near Tesla. Well, here's the amount of times that people talk about Tesla innovation versus Cummins innovation. Cummins is in red. And this is part of it. There is a direct correlation between how many times you share and execute around your innovations and how the market perceives this. This not only happens from a market perspective, but this happens all the time internally. Let me give you another example of where this happens. It's not a startup using it, but using an incumbent actually using this idea. I believe that Marriott hotels will beat Airbnb in the long run. Marriott Hotels started as a root beer company in the 1920s, and now they're one of the most innovative companies in terms of accommodation in the world. And the reason why they're going to beat Airbnb, and you can see their market price over the last five years and how they've done, the reason why they've been able to increase their market share is because they talk about innovations and execute against innovations even as much as Airbnb does. This is how many times people talk about Marriott innovation versus Airbnb innovation. Marriott is in red. There is a direct correlation between your innovation capital that you create and how people perceive you and your ability to create more innovations. This is the whole thing, is that by building innovation capital, you're able to work on more innovations, more strategic components. And the secret to building innovation capital is to really share and execute against your innovation initiatives. This is the secret. Not only after it's done.